Oh, what's going on? Okay, listen, if it look like a bitch just been tired or crying or whatever, I just got through steam in my nose, so my face is steamed up or whatever, like loosening up my sinuses and stuff. So if that's how if I sound a little muffled or whatever, that's what it is. But I just really wanted to hop on here real quick because I do have a story time. Is it really a story time? No, it's just really telling y'all what's been going on for the past couple of days at my job. Like, it's really freaking crazy. Like, I don't know if I told you guys this, but at I would say at certain library locations, okay, it's like over 80 library locations, different branches or whatever in Chicago. And now they're about to start putting like a little station in the library for Narcan, just in case somebody comes in and they're overdosing or something like that. Um, Not every library is getting it at this point, but I'm pretty sure they're trying to make it so that it's available at just about every library. So they're like, I would say, testing it out. And to be honest, at first when I heard it, I said, this is crazy. But then I'm thinking about it and I'm like, you know what? It's needed. It's definitely needed. And I know when I first came into the working for the library system, I used to work down at, I could say, at Harold Washington Library, okay? And if you from Chicago, you know that that's the big library that's downtown, okay, on State Street. And everybody and their mama, that's like a tourist attraction. That's where a lot of homeless people come in. A lot of people just come in and loiter around or whatever, just looking. Sometimes they check stuff out, but it's like the main branch, okay? And oh, my nose is stuffy. Now I just drank my shit. Now why is it stuffed up? Don't listen. I gotta go to the doctor. I gotta go to an ear, nose, and throat doctor because my gland is kind of swollen, not swollen, well, inflamed, and that happened to me before, and it's just a mess because I got all this irritated. Moving on from that. But if you ever went down there to Harold Washington, that's like the main branch, like I said, and everybody and their mama be up in there. And it be a whole bunch of shit that go down in their goddamn library. Now, I didn't know some of the stuff that was going on, but when I found out, I said, bitch. Now, listen, they be fucking in the bathrooms, okay? And you want to know how I know they be fucking in the bathrooms? They go on certain floors that barely have anybody in there, and they be up in there fucking. How I know this is because I be coming across some, listen, I do my porn search sometimes, okay? And I'm like, wait a minute, I know that bathroom. Bitch, Harold Washington, okay? They be doing all that shit, or they go downstairs on the lower level. I'm just saying sometimes you got to go at your own risk, all right? But with a lot of homeless people, sometimes you get a lot of drug use, and it don't even have to be necessarily homeless as well, but you got people out here that got their issues, and some people need they fixing. They shoot up wherever they want to shoot up, or they do their drugs wherever they want to do their drugs. And sometimes the main place that they do it, I don't know why, but unfortunately it is at a public library. You would not think that, but it happens. Okay, now my location is in an area that does not see a lot of homeless people, all right? Even though they do have, I guess, where they would, it's a place for the boys and the girls, for the kids that are, homeless or whatever, but not necessarily homeless, but kind of like in the system or whatever. They got a little place over there, but that has nothing to do with it. They usually don't really come down. And we have a teen area in my library, and not even that many teens come in these days, especially after everything went down with the pandemic or whatever, that kind of closed stuff down. So the main ones that used to come there, they don't come there no more because they aged out, they probably in school, college, and all that stuff or whatever. But we have been seeing a couple of people that comes in and start some stuff, and that's just doing some suspect stuff. And we also deal with people that have mental health illnesses, issues or whatever. And we've seen that mostly the mental health stuff. We've seen more of that prior to the pandemic coming in. We had this one particular person, oh my God, they call him Jesus, okay? Because when I tell you, they call him White Jesus. That's what he was. Blonde hair, blue eyes. I mean, the most if he cleaned himself up, I don't even like, okay, let me not say I don't like. I don't even really find a lot of white people attractive. I don't. It's no shade. I'm not saying that they're ugly, but like, oh my God, you're so goddamn fine. I'm not that type of person, okay? But when you clean him up, oh, he could have been a model. He could be a fucking model. He could have been, and when I say a model, I mean a high-end model. So that always puzzled me and made me concerned as to what is going on or what happened with him to get him to the state that he is. He's homeless, there's mental health issues that's going on there. He used to come into the library and he was the main one that we had issue with. Like, he got kicked out of just about every library that was in that area, okay? And he came in, he'd be talking to himself real loud, just causing a disturbance sometimes. Sometimes he'll be quiet. Sometimes he'll be talking to himself real loud. He'll be just going all around, disturbing other people, being a nuisance. And we just didn't understand. Now, what was the last straw with him that got him kicked out, police report written or whatever? He came in and he had this block, okay, like a wood block, like a wood plank or whatever, thick block. And he had nails in it. The nails were long nails. So they was nailed in from one side and sticking out the other. So if you was to sit that thing right side up and the nails pointed up, somebody can step on it and their feet can go through it. He was trying to put the thing underneath the chairs or underneath the table under the computer area. So if somebody was to sit down at whichever computer that he put that thing in and just move their feet without looking, because sometimes we don't look down all the way underneath the tables, and all they had to do was step down and everything would have went right through their foot. So he was out there trying to hurt people. It was just so random, and we had to kick him out. He cannot come back. He's just been banned from the library. And not that many people that I know have been banned, But we do have this one particular person that's been coming in. And it's a sad thing when you see a person slowly or, you just see them progressively getting worse every time you see them. This one particular person, and I would say today is Wednesday. Yesterday, because I'm filming this at night, it's like 1 o'clock. Monday came to work, and I had put this in my story. He comes in, and you can tell that he's homeless. He hasn't had a good washing, but sometimes he comes in with a child. And I'm saying a child because I don't know if that's really his son or not. The boy said, that's my dad. But we're sitting here and my coworker brought up a good point Monday and was like, it just don't make no sense. How can he have this child with him doing the things that he's doing? He's obviously homeless, or he chooses to be homeless and doing the things that he's doing, and he's a drug user. He's a adamant drug user, okay? And when he comes in, like, since we've opened, we've seen him time and time again, but he's never been as bad as he is now. Like, when I tell you the appearance has changed, you could tell when a person has done drugs before or whatever, and you can tell when they're getting hooked. You can tell when they're addicted. You can tell when they need a fix. And we just literally saw all the stages of that happening, and it's getting worse and worse and worse. He came in with this boy, and he has been coming in with the boy probably for the past like couple of months or so. I'll say 3-4 months. They'll come in periodically, not so often, but ever so often or whatever. Girl, they'll come in, okay? Here, the little boy go upstairs to the kids and just let the dad, quote unquote, do whatever he doing. And I don't think it's any type of like, I don't know who the boy is, okay? I'm just going to say that. I hope there's nothing else going on with that. And I'm talking about like sexual abuse or anything like that. Sometimes you can't tell, but I'm just not going to assume. So I'm going to just say he's just a drug addict. That motherfucker will come in get a guest pass, sit on the computer, and go to sleep. He would just nod off, all right? And if you see somebody that's been on drugs, you know what that nod off mean, okay? They high as hell, and they just about to come down from their shit. You know what I'm saying? That high to hit them, and they just nod the fuck off, okay? So he would do that, and you can't sleep in the library. You can't sleep in the library. So we close on Monday at 6 o'clock. He comes in around 5, something like around 5:20, 5:15, something like that. Not even for a good 5 minutes has he been in the library. He left the little boy, and he's back on the computers, and he's gone to sleep. And so the security guard had to wake him up. We was waking him up. No, he came in like around, I'll say, 4:45, okay? Because this was an ongoing thing that was going on, and he had to get kicked out before we could even close. Because it was, we just didn't know what was going to happen. We didn't want to be responsible, and you're not about to hold us up from leaving by you doing what you're doing, because if we would have waited, we would have had to stay there like probably a good extra 20 minutes trying to get him out the library, because he was up there nodding off. Not only did he nod off, and the security had to tell him, you need to get out, you need to wake up, you need to wake up. She said that at least a good 3 times, all right? The last time that she said it, he got up, went into the bathroom, and that's another thing that he does. He goes into the bathroom for like a good 15 minutes or so, you know, and we figured out that when he does that, he's going in there to do whatever drugs that he has, okay? Because he comes out as a totally different person, and he's a little bit more slower and everything. You know how a person is. If you never seen a person high off of anything besides weed or whatever, oh, it's a mess, okay? And it's just so disheartening because you have a child with you, and this child is witnessing all of this stuff. You know, we had another patron that was there, this black man, older black man, who basically stayed there until he left out, because he was not doing what the security said. The security told him to get out because he wasn't following the rules. And, you know, she didn't say it in a mean way. She didn't say it in a disrespectful way. You know, sir, you're going to have to leave. And he knows the rules. He knows the rules. But he went in there, got high, came back out, stumbling, standing in place like this, saying stuff and, you know, slurring. And then, you know, he was just literally spacing out. I ain't never seen nobody just stand there and space out and then slump standing up like that. That's what he was doing. The boy comes down there and he's still talking to him like he doing all of this in front of the child. And that just makes me wonder what exactly is going on, that this boy is in his custody. I don't know if it's legal custody. He should not be around him at all, okay? You're going to be doing drugs and you're going to be fading out. Ain't no telling what be going on. Mind you, my coworker said that the boy said that he's homeschooled, and he's really smart. He's really smart, and he's homeschooled. And I'm like, and why is he with him? Why is he with him? You can't tell me that man live in a house with them, okay? Where is the mother? I was so concerned, and we was like, we just hope that is his child, and it's just not somebody else that he done picked up or whatever, because it's just really, really weird. Like, who would put this child in his, like, in his presence, like give him the responsibility to watch him and babysit him or whatever, because look at him. You know, it was really sad. Like, I never seen him that messed up. Never seen him that messed. When I tell you that man did the mannequin challenge just like that. And we have another one that comes in and he be making all this type of noise, and we be thinking that, is he asleep? Is he going through an attack or whatever? One time he did pass out and had a seizure on the floor, hit his head. I said, oh my goodness, what the fuck is going on? So this whole initiative about the Narcan situation, I was like, you know what? That's a good thing. That thing popped up in my mind. I said, that's a good thing, and I hope we get one, because I hope it don't come to this. But if that man come up in there, it's going to be a time where he going to overdose in my job. And I don't want that to happen. Imagine, he came in yesterday on Tuesday, okay? He came in Tuesday. I'm saying it like that because I got to be, you know, technical. Technically, today is Wednesday, okay? He came in like ain't nothing happened the day before, and did the same thing. Like he went directly into the bathroom and stayed in there for 20 minutes. And I timed that shit. Okay. And I was just like, wow. And got on the computer and did the exact same thing, fell asleep. And the only reason why he didn't get kicked out was because the security wasn't there. You know, she went in the back on her break, you know, and I was just like, this don't make no sense. He didn't have the kids this time. He didn't have a kid this time. And then later on, girl, I'm trying to do my work. I said, is today just fuck with Ashley there? Like, I don't, what is going on? Another guy that ain't never been up in this area, that we never seen in the area. He was obviously homeless, okay? Didn't even have barely a coat on, you know, dirty, dingy, all of that. And you can tell something mentally wasn't right with him. He come up in there, you want some chips? You want some chips? Y'all want some pizza too? You want some pizza too? I'm sitting here like, nah, bro, we good. And it was like, you know, so what can I do to get the application? I said, what application? You trying to get a library card? It's like, no, them over there at Walgreens said, get the application to sign up for. I said, a library card? What are you talking about? Nah, I'm just, you know, I said, sir, I don't know what it is that you're talking about. If you're coming in here, you want to use the computer or whatever, here's a guest pass. You don't want no chips? He pulled out a bag of chips. I said, no, sir, I don't want no chips, okay? I don't want no chips. He kept saying that to everybody that walked past and said something. You don't want no chips? You don't want no chips? Okay, so when you start reading a book, which books do you read? You go by the genre that you like or what? How you pick out a book? Came out, came in, came back out, came in, and left for the rest of the day. I said, what is happening? And you know what? When I see stuff like that, because this is the most action that we had with, you know, like the homeless like that, or mental health like that, it make me put into perspective. Like sometimes, you know, you see people that do stuff like that, and you know, people start laughing at them and want to make a joke at them, and then filming them and posting them on their Instagrams or their IG stories or whatever, just to get views on Twitter and all this stuff. And like, look at this, ha ha ha. It ain't funny. When you see that stuff and you see somebody slowly progressing and getting worse than what they should be, progressing to a negative side, I should say, that's very much disheartening. That is very much disheartening, and you see that is no laughing matter. That's why when I see stuff that's going on with like Kanye West and his antics, and I see people laughing at some of the stuff that he's doing, I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna lie. A couple of shit caught me in the throat, okay? I said, wait a minute. When he used to come at not Kris Jenner, that shit was funny. Don't ask me why, but the shit was funny, okay? But when it comes to things that he's doing and the erratic behavior that he's displaying around his divorce and relationship with Kim, and that's not good. That's not good. That is scary. Okay, that is not a laughing matter. You know, if you see this stuff every day, you will understand that yeah, this is not a good look, and people need to get help. And it's just crazy. Like, we just got to be more aware of our fellow man, all right? And just try to have some type of empathy and calm my ass down. Don't be trying to film everything. I can't stand when everybody be trying to film everything, okay? Like, can you just go outside and do what you got to do? Why must you film it, okay? How many times did I say okay in this video? Anyway. But yeah, I just wanted to put that out there because it was on my heart. Like, I don't know what we can do. I don't know what we can do. But it just bothered me a little bit. You know, that one situation, because the boy just be coming in there and he go do what he got to do while this man is down there doing drugs. I remember one time this woman did come up in there. She did some stuff and left blood on the counter. Blood on the fucking sink in the bathroom and the paraphernalia from. I said, what the hell? It is crazy. And we can't kick them out because the libraries are public places. We can't just, when I say kick them out, meaning like we can't stop them from coming in if they have not done anything to cause them to be banned. So you still have to let them in. That's why the libraries stay open. The libraries stay open when, like, if we having snow days or whatever, and the city is not shut down, the library is not going to be shut down. Everything else could be shut down. The library is still going to be open because they use it as a warming center. If it's like a heat wave going on, they use it as a cooling center. And it's crazy. It's a lot. Y'all, people think working at the library, you would think working at the library would be just like, all roses and shit and just boring or whatever. Oh yeah, it be some dull times, but baby, it be some other times that just keep you up like, what the fuck? It be a lot of shit that be going on. But I just wanted to do that video. I just wanted to put that out there. My little crazy experience. We just got to be more thoughtful. It's just too much stuff that's going on right about now. It is a sad, sad thing. I might be back on here later. I ain't going to say when. Because I think I do want to talk about 90 Day Fiancé. Because, bitch, I'll talk about that later. I don't want to go into that on this video, given the subject matter. But, anyway, I hope you guys have a good day. I'm about to go to sleep because I do have to go to work in the morning. My coworker was off for 3 days. So I'm by myself, which is fine with me. It's just that sometimes I be tired and maybe I wanted to call the fuck off. Okay, like goddamn. But in there, it just feel like every time I take my day off or take my time off or whatever, I leave the place in one type of position and then I come back and shit is just fucked up. That motherfucker act like he can't do shit, like he run. And that nigga, I'm pretty sure he come to work high, okay? Because he moves so damn slow. And this the one that got like 3 phones. I want to know, why do you have all those phones and just be holding like 15,000 conversations, okay? And, you can't get your work done. How do you get your position? I mean, you do your work. When you do your work, you do it, okay? But it take him forever to get it done. And I'm just so confused. Shit that I can get done in less than 2 hours, it take you the whole fucking day to get done. Bitch, let me get off here because I was about to just start ranting. But y'all, have a good night. Have a good morning. Have a good week. And I'll see y'all later. Peace.